we're going to have hopefully, I would assume, a very happy Eric Dixon is going to take a minute here to step in and join us. We'll let him get his headset on and get situated. Eric, first off, congratulations. A really hard-fought win for you guys.
Yeah, it's a great program. We all know UCONN comes in every single night and play hard. So, yeah, definitely a good win.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was a great time. That's what it's all about, right? Going out there, being physical, being tough with your teammates.
I thought the crowd, it was the best crowd involvement in a couple of years in this building. Would you agree?
Yeah, Caribbean on the line there at the end, it was definitely, might have been the loudest I've heard defend in a really long time.
Okay. So they average 84 points a game. You were able to hold them to 66. They're second in the nation in offensive efficiency. And you guys, especially in the first half, really did a good job. I know you guys pride yourself on defense. You got to feel good about the performance your group put in today.
Yeah, again, it's a program. We know they come out. They have great sets. They have great stuff. They have great players. So at the end of the day, we're just focused on playing hard and being together and making sure that we're communicating and stepping up for each other because you're bound to mess up against them.
I'm going to flip it to the offensive side now. Obviously, with the season you're having, you're the focal point of other teams' defenses. Your thought process, your decision-making has been outstanding all year. And I thought especially the second half, you picked your spots away. You had the three when you had it open. You were able to go down in the post, get an and one. What are you seeing out there that makes you say, hey, here's a good chance? A couple of really nice passes to the weak side of the floor for open shots as well. Talk about what goes through your mind in terms of your decision-making.
First I just want to make them guard me. They're like that for a reason. I just want to make sure that, that they respect that and they have to do that. And then after that, I trust my teammates to make plays. So I don't have to try to do too much or force anything really. If they're open, I'm willing to pass it.
One thing that happens game after game after game, you get double teamed, especially on the box. And you've done a great job this season kicking it out around the horn for an open three, usually in the other corner. That didn't happen tonight. Did they do anything differently? Because they double teamed you right away. As soon as you got the ball, there was two guys on you.
Yeah, they're a great program. I'm sure they drilled it well. Come out and step up on the weak side. So again, for me, it would just get out my hands and then. We're putting out an advanced duration with a lot of talented guys in this roster. So I knew they would find the advantage somewhere.
And what you were able to do, you were 9 for 9 from the line. So when you're getting contested on your shots, you were able to get yourself to the line. But you also did a good job of getting both their bigs in foul trouble. And that kind of hurt them. They weren't really able to go with the rotations they normally want to use.
Yeah, that's the Big East, right? Every night's going to be tough and it's going to be physical. No night's going to be easy, and those bigs did a great job coming in and making life hard for me and playing hard, and that's kind of just what comes with it.
You guys had a lot of opportunities late in the game to huddle up because you couldn't get a rebound. They got like 4 possessions.
Yeah, I'm sure Kyle's going to love that one.
As a leader of this group, what are you saying? Obviously, you're trying to get a rebound. It goes off of Enoch's hand one time, and then there's another loose ball that goes out of bounds. Yeah, Jordan blocks one out of bounds. And what's the mindset to stick with this thing?
Be proud of ourselves, like you said, and playing defense and getting stops. And we have no problem playing defense. End of the game, one shot, one stop to make it happen. We love those situations, and at the end of the day, just keep getting stops. You want to end it with a rebound, yeah, you absolutely do. But for us, we love to do that.
It was good. You really had a lot of practice playing defense the last 4 or 5 possessions where they just kept on inbound of the ball. That out of bounds plays, you did a great job defending it.
Yeah, it's a big part. It's a little thing that we take a lot of pride in. So for us to get that done down the stretch, all jokes aside, really, really good for us.
Now here I'm talking to the leading scorer in the country, and I'm going to ask him about this. Would you rather win a game on offense at the buzzer? Let's say they throw it down to you and you make a 15-foot jump shot down 1 to win by 1, or you're up 1 and you get a stop to win the game at the buzzer?
A stop, for sure.
I thought so. We were talking about that before you came on, and that's the guy who leads the nation in scoring is telling us it's all about the defense.
His coach told him to say that.
That's what the program is.
He's all about it.
I've been here a long time.
It's darn right you have, and you've done a great job. What's next in terms of you guys? We'll call it a signature win. You guys call it your next game. You got a signature win, but how do you carry this over? You guys are starting to build some momentum. You're, as Coach Neptune likes to say, get better every day. How do you maintain this positive vibe you guys are on and keep building for St. John's?
I think just an emphasis on coming in and working hard every single day. It's our next day. Nothing can really change. You look at that box score, you look at the game, there's a lot of things that we can get better at, throughout our program, throughout our values. And this is a young team. This is a good win for us. It's a good stepping stone, but we're so young. We just have so much better we can get. You just can't stop working right now.
What do you see tonight? When you leave the building, you go home, and you lie in bed before you fall asleep? This is the thing we did in this game that we need to do better.
Definitely rebound. But I think I'm gonna look at this game. I'm just say we just fought it out, just gritty. You know, we just didn't quit for each other. And you know, that's one thing that this team does really well. We just show up for each other every single day, and that's in practice. You know, when a break comes around, it's long practices, dark days, but they just keep showing up and keep showing up and keep showing up, and that's what I stress to them. Like, don't stop showing up for each other. So tomorrow, when they come to the gym and get better and show up for each other again, and then do it again the next day, and then again the next day.
Eric, you mentioned this is a young team. I want to talk about two young guys real quick. Chris Parker and Josiah Mosley. Looks like Chris is carving out a role as a defender. Josiah Mosley in 11 minutes had 5 rebounds. He led your team. Talk about like their growth and how they're growing up. And this is a big boys game today. This is a big time battle that you've been through for 5 years now that these guys are just getting used to. Talk about what you've seen maybe in practice that the fans don't get to see the progress those guys have made.
Just their openness to learning, you know, and they've been like that since they got here. Obviously, we got Chris a little bit late, but right from the moment that he got here, he was open to learning and open in you know, learning how we do things around here. And you know, to their credit, they fought through, you know, some struggles, some tough times, and you know, they've just kept with it. And there's been a lot of games they haven't played as much as they wanted to, but you know, credit to them for staying ready.
Tell them you redshirted a year. You can tell them all about that.
Yeah, so did Chris.
And then the other end of the spectrum is you have some new older players, in Woger Poplar and Jameer Brickus in particular, who have really come along as quote-unquote Villanova basketball players. They're doing all those Villanova kind of things now.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, but you know, just two guys that come in with a strong mindset, and they're strong personalities, right? So when they come into the locker room and they're in a good headspace and they're ready to go, you know, that helps the whole entire team, and they've been doing a great job of that for the last month and a half.
That's great.
And Chris, we're going to let you go and enjoy this one. Congratulations on a great win. We appreciate taking a couple of minutes to join us. So we're going to take one last break here on Villanova Basketball Postgame Live, presented by Hartford Funds. That was our player of the game, Eric Dixon. Once again, the Wildcats win this one over UConn, 68-66.